Hello friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time. And I'm here today to talk about a couple of new items that I got to go in our go bags and my purse and the various different things, as well as some things just to keep in our medical supplies here in the house. And so this is basically an update, so this will probably be part 8 to my whole series on the go preparedness is what I've decided to start calling it. And so one of those things is, if you've been watching the whole series as I've been going along, one of the things I thought we had in our first aid kits but did not was actual surgical sutures. And so I did get a pack of these, and I decided on this pack because there was 30 in there, made it a really good price, but it also had several different options of types of sutures. So there was nylon, there's polyester, polypropylene, and just various different kinds. So I thought what I would do is put one of each kind into each one of our little first aid kits. This is my smaller first aid kit, which goes in my sling pack, and then I have a bigger one that goes in my actual bigger size go bag, and I may put a couple of these in my wallet as well. So that was one of the things. And now the next thing is these what's called izzy wipes, and I learned about these from Canadian Prepper. So if you haven't checked out Canadian Prepper's channel, I'm sure a lot of you already know who he is, but just in case, I will go ahead and link to his channel down below in the description box and also up here in one of the iCards. And really great channel if you're into prepping. I'm kind of at the point in my life I don't watch a whole lot of prepping videos anymore. I used to a lot, but now I just kind of limited myself to a few every once in a while from just those just a couple of channels that I really like, and Canadian Prepper is one of them. And so anyway, I thought these were interesting because they make for a really great toilet paper replacement, but not just toilet paper. These can be used, they just look like a pill, like a tablet. And these can be used for anything that you're going to need a wet wipe for. So, you know, when you're on the go. So these could be great for moms to carry in the diaper bag for their babies. You will want to make sure you have some water on hand though. And so if you're kind of a prepper-minded kind of person, you should always have a bottled water handy anyway, no matter where you're at. So, but that's something you got to keep in mind. You need to have some sort of liquid, but you only need really a couple of drops. Now, I haven't tried this yet, but I'm going to here on camera show you how it works for the first time. But before I do that, I want to show you a couple other things. So this particular pack, you can buy just a few. You don't have to get the 500 bucks, but I figure if I'm going to invest in it, this was the best price overall, and that way I have plenty to put in our various different bags and keep in the cars and all that kind of stuff. And this pack actually comes with a couple of already filled tubes so that you can have something that you can keep them dry and clean in. And then if you need more, simply get your little match containers like this. We always stock up on these things because they're cheap at our local store. We can, a lot of times we'll go in over the sporting goods department and just buy a few more because these have so many uses. I mean, they're supposed to be for holding matches. They even have a little flint down here for lighting your match on. But we store all kinds of stuff in these because they're waterproof. So once you got this lid on tight, no water's getting in there. And these little tablets fit perfectly in there. It is a little harder to get them back out once they're in there though. That's one thing to keep in mind. You have to really shake them out. So let's see how many of these we can fit in. So there's 2, I think it's 6 or 7. 3, see if we can get one more in there. I got 7. Oh, 8. I can actually fit 8 in there. Perfect. Look at that. They fit in there perfect. So again, it's going to be a little hard to get them out. You may need it like if you have safety pins on hand, like if you're a lady, you might be carrying a sewing kit or a bag of safety pins in your purse, which is a good idea. Then you can just take one of those to get that out, or you can shake them out and they will come out if you shake them. So either way, just put your lid on tight, and then if this even falls in water, it's not going to get wet, but that's going to keep them clean because you're going to want to keep these clean. That's really important. So let's go ahead and try this and see how it works. I saw Canadian Prepper do this on a video, so let's see if it works as well for me. So all you need, like I said, is just a little bit of water. I would think, you know, you could just take from your water bottle, just sprinkle a couple drops right on one of your tablets. But in this case, I decided to just put it in a little jar here. So I'm just going to drop it in there and pull it right back out. That's all you got to do. You only need a tiny bit of water, and it starts to expand. And then you can just carefully unroll it. And it makes for a pretty good size wipe. So again, this can be used as toilet paper if you're on the go and you have to do your business out in the woods or something. It's actually a little bit stretchy. I would think that if you even needed to, you could probably cut this in two, depending on what you're using it for. But I think in a lot of real dirty situations, you're going to want to double it over anyway. This can be used for cleaning off the skin when you're wanting to treat some wounds. Like I said, baby wipes or even toilet paper. Now let's try ripping this thing. Let's see how hard. It does feel like it will rip, but it seems like it takes quite a bit. There we go. So you can actually just rip it in half. You have to pull it kind of hard, but it's a lot stronger than regular toilet paper. And so here's the great thing too, is that because of their size and shape, you can easily pack a bunch of these into anything. And as long as you have something to keep them clean and dry, this is going to take up a lot less room than a roll of toilet paper. Several of these, you know, if you're keeping it in a car, because we actually have, like in our Toyota, where you have in your Toyota pickup, you know, at least the older models. I don't know if the newer ones have these, but the 90s models have those little storage sections under the back seats. We used to usually keep a roll of toilet paper in those. Well, now we can just put one of these in there and be better off, and this will take up even less room, and we don't have to worry about it getting dirty. I mean, we'd put it in a plastic bag, but then if you move stuff around in there, plastic bags easily get holes in them. Aside from your little containers for putting in your various bags and your rigs, the other thing that I figure you can do, because once you open the box, you take the plastic off and open the box. I was reading in comments about this, as somebody was a little annoyed that there was no way to really keep them dry, keep them from getting moisture into them, and clean just in this box as is. So just like I like to do with my home dried goods, my freeze dried goods, my desiccant packs, anything like that, oxygen absorbers, I'm going to pack these into some jars and then vacuum seal them. So I've got my funnel on there to keep me from spilling these all over the place, as badly anyway. Now we'll go ahead and shake that down. I'll put a few more in there. Okay, so then, all right, so making sure that my lid is clean and doesn't have a lot of dents on it. No dents or, you know, bends in the edge. And then I put my Food Saver top on there. And you can either use your electric Food Saver, or you can simply use a brake bleeder, which is my very favorite thing to do. And then pump your brake bleeder up to at least 15 psi. I usually go 17 or 18. Make sure that you insert that brake bleeder tip firmly in place and hold it firmly in place. It's not like, if you're using a brake bleeder, it's not like the Food Saver hose that has the little snap-on thing. Which I've heard of people actually converting theirs to have to work with that. Okay, and there we go. Now they're nicely vacuum sealed in there, and so they're going to stay clean and dry. Don't have to worry about any moisture getting into those. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this other one. And there we go. Another one sealed. Okay, and so I just got to write on there what's in here. I don't have to put a date on here if I don't want to, because it's not like a food item that you have to worry about spoiling. All right, so there we have it. There's my 2 new additions to go in our go bags and various things. And here's some other ideas. This would be great for camping. These would also be great for hunting trips. Keeping this kind of stuff in your rigs at all times, just like food and water and ways to light fire, I think are very important. So this would actually be more of a convenience probably really than anything. But if you're out in the desert, it might not be easy to find leaves to wipe with if you need to. So, okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video and that it gave you just some more ideas of what you can do with your go bags, or even just keeping in your home for whatever it is you need it for. And there's still a chance there could be more of these videos coming as I get more ideas of stuff or changes that I want to make to my go bags. All right, well, thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.